What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session and live analysis and live discussion about every aspect of trading. So as NFP week, as you can see today, also there is a very important news coming up, and I see quite volatility in the market along with some manipulation as well. I hope that you guys were enjoying that manipulation. We see that as you can see, the market looks like that which gold is in a completely in a side with a very long choppy market along with other instrument. We see most of the pairs are in a phase of manipulation before the NFP. The big boys are gathering liquidity. So let's look at the market from a completely fresh point of view. This session will look for some good trading opportunity. As soon as you will find, definitely will be looking to enter as well. Now in this live session, as usual, guys, make sure that you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet, so that you are not missing out anything that I'm releasing every single day, including this weekend. Also, I will be releasing a very important lesson on trading plan, and also I'll give some giveaway. So make sure you stick till around for everything. So let's quickly look at now on gold. I was looking at, and then I will be looking at GJ as well. We see that some strong manipulation on GJ as well. This market also manipulating aggressively in all aspects. So all the instrument is in we see that a lot of false breakout in the market, so which is the reason is it's in a choppy as NFP. So NFP normally is a big event, trading event, you can say. Like everything, you will have a festive, so it's a festive for traders. Now in this instrument as well, we see some kind of consolidation. You can see GJ in this smooth level where there is a series of lower high and lower. So you can see the market is marching into one point. Okay, we see that this is a resistance here and also resistance here, support here, and it's marching into one point. And you could see that from that level, Gbpusd is coming down or breaking to the upside. It's a puzzle now at the moment, and we will be looking to see in fact where is our opportunity. So before we jump from one to the other, let's quickly look at first of all gold. My opinion on gold I will give, and also I want you guys to share your opinion on gold as well. What do you think, which way gold is going to be heading? So I will be first of all doing a multi-time frame approach on gold, looking at the monthly to see overall picture in the market. Now this is the key, what I would say, that secret key to understand the market movement, looking at the bigger picture. Okay, so bigger picture is the key. When you look at anything, every aspect, every dimension of life, when you look at the bigger picture, it becomes much convenient for you to understand everything. So in market, not very different. Why? Because when you look at a bird's eye view from top of the sky, you can see that how the market might be doing. Now you can see that in this area here on gold on the monthly, it is a bearish market. Okay, so you see that with this long wick candle, which is a bearish candle. Why it is a bearish candle? I do have quite a few separate lessons on that one as well. Why it is a bearish candle, I will be discussing more as well. So if you look at, let's say, a body and a long wick at the bottom and in a falling market in the middle of the trend, in 90% of the time you will see the price will come to fill that long wick, so which is a bearish candle. And we see that in that bearish candle we saw previous months another long bearish candle with a full body red candle. And now what do you see after this month the market open? There is a drop, and with that drop the market currently approaching this support level here, and because the market start to drop, I think that without breaking this support, less likely that gold will revert back. So this is the advantage of looking at bigger picture to see which way the market is heading. Now from the bigger picture, we see that gold is potentially bearish. Now if I look at the weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly perspective also that the market has broken this level here, support level, and we can see that okay, this is a support here on in that zone, and with that break of this support, what we see that on gold in that zone from the weekly, it has broken the support level. And if we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective, this market also after today's candle so far, what we have seen that tested the high, created series of lower high, and the market in a very narrow range. And what I think that we could see that in that narrow range, the price is remaining in between this support and resistance. So if we look at further lower time frame, we can see that here is the key points. You can see it is extremely falling market, starting with this head and shoulder. From this zone, we saw that the market has dropped well below this level, and from that zone again the market gathered liquidity, okay, and we see that from that level the price had a breakdown. Okay, so what we can see in that area, okay, so here what we can see, there is a doji, so this is a resistance line, and what do you see, it's kind of forming head and shoulder in that area, but still I'm not impressed with that head and shoulder. We could see that the market is in that zone. We could see some kind of manipulation, and at the same time we see there is a doji has formed. We can see that from that level there is a rejection towards the downside. So let's see how it does, and from that zone we'll be looking for entry opportunity. Alright, so let's see where is the entry, and we can see that with this movement it is now again dropping down, and we'll look for entry opportunity. And let me know guys, how are you doing in this market situation? Let me know your opinion. I'll take a 30-second break, urgent break, and coming back to you. Just stay there. Let's see. Okay, so we see that there is a from that zone gold again has broken down. So this is as I mentioned earlier, that the market is in a extremely manipulative phase, and we could see that some kind of consolidation. And let's quickly look at our news calendar, guys, to see. Okay, so if we look at coming news, 11:30 p.m. in my zone, an hour from this time. So unemployment claim, which is a very important news. And after this unemployment claim, then coming up NFP. Guys, are you excited about the NFP? Let me know. So NFP is very important as a trader, as you know that we do care about NFP. So to have all of you on board so that you also can trade NFP, there is a discount going on for NFP as usual. So you can today there is an opportunity for NFP, so you can look at that, and I would recommend you to see on the screen. For those who want to join Forex Trading Wizard Academy, there is a opportunity for you to join today using the NFP coupon. Let me know if you have any question, and let's see how it goes. Let me see here on this one. Okay, and okay, so with that being said, let's see how you guys are doing. Let me know. The GM has it started yet? Yes, GM, hello coach, thank you very much. It's a replay. Good deal, thank you very much. Marculus, hi coach, let's make some money today. Yes, this is the main goal. Let's find out. So coach, what are your expectations for gold trend for the remaining day? The expectation for gold is what I think that in that zone we might see that some sideways movement, because if you look at the bigger picture here, okay, from the daily, what we can see that from the daily perspective in this zone on gold, there is a huge drop, a massive drop on gold. Now with that massive drop in that area, so far today the market in a very narrow range, in that narrow zone, and I think that gold might respect that level or dropping further, or we could see a liquidity grab. Now as news coming, what I think that with the news, with the data release, we might see that the market is breaking all this low, okay, and then we could see that after breaking all this low, it's going back up for a deeper pullback. This is you can see this is an extremely currently overextended, and with that overextension, what we see that on this level on gold, we could see that the market dropping down, okay, creating an overextended and then going back up for a deeper pullback. You see that the way gold market has broken down from this channel, this is a long-term channel, all right, and in that channel the price, if you look at, didn't go up for a deeper pullback. But the way I see this double top and breakdown, I think that longer term gold may continue to drop. Okay, there is a chance for further drop on gold, and it might, long term, we might see that bigger picture gold is breaking all this low, coming back down to the baseline. All right, so this is a long term picture on gold. Now short term, if we look at the 15-minute chart, what we see that this market is still in this lower time frame consolidating. Okay, 4 hour looks a very impressive on gold, because what I think that any break of this high will give the market another momentum to drop. If you look at this time frame, okay, you know that 4 hour is essential time frame, okay, because this time frame is where you can see that, it's not a higher time frame nor neither lower time frame, a very good time frame for swing trade. Now from the lower time frame, from 4 hour, we see that there is a head and shoulder here, strong breakdown, and the way this market is consolidating here in that zone, I think that with the news we might see that there is a probability for 20 EMA retest, and then we could see that there is another wave of drop. So for me, gold is still susceptible for breakdown, and in my opinion, I think that there is a high probability for a drop, but it could go up for like this to retest of this level, testing of this resistance, testing the 20 EMA, and then we could see that drop. So how the news data coming up in 1 hour, just exactly from now, will really change the game. And in the meantime, before that 1 hour time, I think that we might see some sideways movement, and with that sideways movement, okay, you see that there is a big drop here. Okay, the market is breaking the high, it's now preparing for another drop, and that drop is very high probability for me to enter. Any kind of manipulation to the upside will give us that. Now we could see gold dropping from here or going back up, manipulating, and then coming down. So whatever the situation, I will be remaining in that area downside. As we can see, the market is trending long term, long term trend is down, so we'll be looking at that. So in the meantime, let me see the Gbpusd it has done. GJ also showing potentially bearish price action. I'll be looking at bigger picture again, looking at the monthly time frame to see overall direction in the market. Now from the monthly, we can see that Gbpusd it is currently bearish. Okay, so you see that there was a big impulse on the monthly on GJ consolidating in that area, and then we have seen potential bearish. Now what we see in that area on GJ, that this is a liquidity zone, and if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly perspective, this market from the weekly creating series of lower high in that area, and so in this zone, this is the weekly candle, we can see creating series of lower high long week candle. It's almost at the end of the week, and if we look at the daily time frame, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is a liquidity zone, and we might see local upside and then coming down again. on the daily. What I see from lower time frame on GJ, it is forming. You can see it crossed that support multiple times. Let me see from the 1 hour, also consolidating. So this kind of market, a little bit of difficult to trade, because as I mentioned earlier, as NFP coming up, we see that there is a little bit of manipulation. You can see the market is marging in 1 point, so we need to see any kind of breakout or potential entry. Zarima, hello coach, what your expectation for gold trend for the remaining day? Let's look at, I think that gold will remain bearish. Okay, let's see, let me know your opinion, guys. Everyone, can you make a prediction? What do you think, which way gold is heading? Okay, good morning coach, it's a good day to have a good day. Thank you, Blake, you're welcome. Bye bye. Can you look at Nasdaq? Yes, we'll be looking at that. Your voice is very low. I think it should be up now. Guys, can you hear me? Can anyone listen to music in, yeah, sideway? Yeah, that's what we see, that sideway movement. Could you please turn off the music? Okay, I see that music is on. That's not fair, isn't it? Where's the music is off? Okay, I see that there is another. Okay, I hope that now you guys can hear me. Ahmed, you are welcome. Cool. Hi coach, how are you? I'm good, thank you very much. Andy, hello. Hello. Hi coach, let's turn something new. Yeah, Andy, awesome. Steepa, hi sir, what you think about Aussie yen? Look at that. I see that there is before the news, gold is, so this movement, what we see, this is a, this one, initially I was expecting it to go up, but I had a position then closed, because it was a liquidity trigger here, and you can see afterwards it's now trying to create that downside momentum. We could see either a breakdown from that level, or we could even see that the market again. So you see multiple head and shoulder is being formed. There is one here, big drop, and then we saw that there is another head and shoulder is being formed on the lower time frame here. The 5 minutes also we see that another head and shoulder. Okay, it's now trying to break towards the downside. So it is very very important to see that how the market is reacting with the news. Okay, news is very very important today, as it will change, it might change the direction completely. But let's draw my level on gold. Okay guys, so I'll draw my level on gold at the moment to see how the market is heading. Now in the meantime, I hope that you guys are enjoying. Give a thumbs up. Okay, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Did you do that? That's awesome. Thank you for your support. And also, if you want to support more to the academy, you can do that by clicking the join now button and pressing the bell notification. Okay, so you might see my screen is black for just a moment, and now you'll see my screen is white. Okay, awesome. How are you guys doing in your trading? Share some ideas, opinion, and also let me know where you are at the moment, which country you are from. Let's get introduced before the news coming up. That will help us to understand, and also share your experience in trading, because trading is all about having a trading psychology, risk management plan, strategy, and then making consistent gain from the market. Now, don't misunderstand with the consistent gain that every trade you're gonna win or every day you're gonna win. Consistency means that at the end of the month or at the end of the week, are you is your account is growing or no? That's the consistency. Even not how many trade you are winning or how many trade you are losing, because you might lose 5 trades but win 2 trades, but they are bigger than the lose, and you gain consistent profit. Every traders have a strategy that trade, so this is important. Thank you very much. So I want to make some money today. Status. Yes, everyone, we all want to make money today, every day, tomorrow, every single day. So someday you will make more money, someday you might not, even someday you might lose. But at the end of the day or at the end of the week, the most important part here, you are learning, growing, and making your trading account growing. All right. So this is the main philosophy of trading, is to remain in control over your trading account, not giving it away or not taking a big risk. Okay, so you think there's some liquidity at 1832-33 level. They're very good. So you guys started to get, you know, start to understand the liquidity zone. That's very good. So where you think the liquidity is 1832 level? Absolutely, there is liquidity in that zone because it's above the daily high. Good job. So, and also this is where there is liquidity. Yeah, any today's day, in a break of this today's high, there is liquidity. All right. So now, to get that liquidity, we need to see the price has revisited that zone, and then we'll be looking to sell entry. Okay, now for me, I will be looking for selling opportunity. If we see that gold has broken that high, then you look for entry opportunity. Let's see how it does. Amelia, coach, I have learned the best strategy from you, and thank you for effort. I have just got a payout of 5,000 for very good using a strategy from my funded account. Yep, very good, Damilia. Let me know which strategy you have used. We have a couple of strategy. Which strategy you used? Let us know. Yes, thank you very much. Calls some before New York Open. Yeah, absolutely. Iran, okay, Maldas and spades short term, MA close in the long term, MA on daily. Okay, so Maharadat from Iran. Okay, let us know, guys, where you are from. Okay, so 6 a.m. every day, Euro USD and Gbp USD UK. Okay, Andy, welcome from UK. So well done. So the main goal of trading for everyone is to be consistently profitable trader, which is very, very important. And I think that everyone is on that journey. Okay, we are on that too. So you know, here the most important part of trading, all right, is to keep in mind, guys, is to do the proper risk management. See, this is where most trader fail. Okay, most retail trader fail to do the risk management, and that's why, I emphasize in every Zoom class that we are doing in Forex Trading Wizard Academy is emphasizing the risk management. And I saw that, it surprised me sometime for those who join um, last week also, still don't know the risk management, to be honest in that fact. Okay, and that's why first thing I do is everyone I am encouraged to do to learn the risk management. So what is risk management? Okay, this is another important point to look at. What is in fact risk management? We think that risk management is something that you need to always take 1% risk or 2% risk. Not only that, there is more than this. Okay, we'll be discussing that. Let me know, first of all, I want to say that how far you are aware of this topic of risk management. DXY goal is to, okay, okay, Ahmed Juliet, very good question. So what do you think about one-to-one risk to reward as one to two is not? So so what's the question? Okay, here, okay, very good question. Look, one-to-one, you can be profitable over long time if you have a strategy that has a winning rate more than 50%. You can be profitable with 1:1. Okay, let me give you my honest opinion on that, because I did, I did a lot of research on this. Okay, I experienced myself also a lot of trade that with 1-to-1, 1-to-3, 1-to-5 risk to reward. Now, especially if you are a beginning as a trader, all right, if you are a beginner trader, I would say that 1-to-1 is the first step that every trader needs to take. I know that. Let me know if anyone in the beginning have been able to hold a trade for 5 times profit, 4 times profit, because it's the way it is. The journey of trading is to mainly to learn it first. Okay, and when we trade, it sometimes become difficult for us to hold a position for longer term. There is a reason behind it. The reason is, when you hold a trade for longer profit, bigger profit, you need to be willing to lose along the way a lot of trades. And what happen is that when you, let's say you take 1-to-5, okay, now you can take, I take a lot of trade that 1-to-5, but what happen is that when you take 1-to-5 risk to reward, you open a trade, has gone up 3 times profit, has come back down and then hit you to stop loss, and then you have gone another one, has come back down, hit you to stop loss. So you keep doing that, and then what will happen, you lose your motivation, and then you started to give away all that you have. But at the same time, I wouldn't recommend you to stick to 1-to-1 risk to reward for rest of your life. Okay, because it's a stage, that's what I'm telling you. So in the beginning, probably you can start on 1-to-1 and then scale up, right? So once you are strong enough, because if you are trading 1-to-1, probably you will have more winning, right? Which is essential in the beginning as a trader. If you are not winning, quite a few trades, chances that you're gonna lose your motivation. So in the beginning, you might start with 1-to-1, but 1-to-2, 1-to-3, 1-to-4, and 1-to-5 will give you more and more and more, profit over a long time. So if you take 1-to-1, let's say, all right, and you trade, you may not be able to be super profitable, but if you take bigger trade, for example 1-to-3 least, and you can hold it, all right, then you can see more and more profit in your trading account. So starting with 1-to-1, that's fine. And I would say that in the beginning, maybe 1-to-1 is a better idea than 1-to-3 starting. Let me know what's your opinion. What risk to reward ratio you use in your trading? Okay, so an unemployment claim will be higher than previous month. Gold will break the previous high, possibly will stay upside few days before drop. Okay, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm sell 1800. Here's how liquidity, demand zone, and supply zone. Okay, spot. Okay, so the question is how identify demand zone and supply zone. I'm new here, Mr. Sports Walla. You are welcome. So to identify supply and demand zone, what you need to do is you need to look for key levels. Okay, this is what we are teaching in Forex Trading Wizard Academy also, to identify the demand and supply zone, to identify the liquidity zone. Okay, so if you want to identify the demand and supply zone, look for the key level. If you look at the daily time frame, we can see that here on gold, what is those levels. Okay, you see this is the daily high and this is the daily high. Now if you look at the 15 minutes time frame, what we see in that zone, this is a break of this high, is a supply zone, right, where you can sell. So to identify the supply and demand zone, you need to look for the swing high and swing low. All right, these are the points that you need to look at when you are looking at the liquidity or to find out the supply and demand zone. And I strongly believe that many of you are very strong in it, but this is what I was emphasizing every day in our VIP classes as well, to look for supply, to find out the liquidity zone. So when you can identify that supply and demand zone, you can find out that liquidity zone, because everyone, when let's say when the traders selling this market here in that zone, okay, and after selling this level, okay, what you see that our stop loss will be above this level, right? You sell from here, stop loss will be above this level, so take profit is here. Now because there is a lot of stop losses, this is a high liquidity zone. So if you can identify that supply area, you know that where is the liquidity. And I found that one of you have already read a liquidity zone. That's good. So taking any trades today, coach? Please generate any coupon for 1 year joining, please. Vijaya, you are welcome. Vijaya, it's already discounted. You can join today. You can join. There is a lot to take from here, because this I have a couple of spots available for NFP coupon. You can use that coupon to join Forex Trading Wizard Academy to be a profitable trader, because I know that I have seen that many of you want to join. So this opportunity is created so that everyone who were waiting to join can join today, as there is NFP, and during the NFP there's a lot of trading opportunities. So I will also be sharing that coupon to you guys on the live chat. So NFP coupon, you can use that to join the lifetime access to be part of the trading community, where you will be learning the strategy that I am trading. Also, you can access the VIP chat group. You can access all the strategies that I am trading, and also you can be part of our academy for the rest of your life. And I would say that this is an investment that you can make. It's not that the my academy that I'm telling you, but what I see, or you can see on your own way. um, Being a trader is means that actually losing money. All right, this is what I have seen. Being a trader means losing money. So that's why without doing proper, what I can say, that research, without taking proper educational steps, being a trader means losing money. So the loss that can come from trading is way more than what you're gonna invest on yourself. Okay? So that's why there is a option available today. I would recommend you to join. That will help you in your growth. And any question, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, so let me see here. Thanks, nice explanation, Mr. Sport Walla. Thank you. I'm with 3 months on YouTube today. I want to join. Should I proceed? Okay, Domilia. Okay, thank you. You can proceed. You can go to the live chat website. There is a link below this video in the description area. Once you're on the website, you can click join now button. Then you'll be able to join and be part of the trading community. Also, you can find the website link at the top of the chat. Thank you. I think hello, your USD is going bearish or bounce up. So let's quickly look at now euro dollar, and then we'll be looking at other pairs as well. Also, let me know guys which one you are trading, so I know exactly where you are. So looking at euro dollar, looking at the daily time frame to see, I think that euro dollar might, as you can see, there is a little bit of weakness on DXY, highly likely. Yes, I think that, yeah, there is some weakness coming up on euro DXY, so that is giving some strength on euro dollar, but I wouldn't expect it to change the trend. Very easy reason is that this market on euro dollar, okay, you can see that it's strongly falling market. Now when you see that a market is creating series of lower high and lower low, which is the downtrending market structure. Now I know that many of you probably use indicator to find out the direction of the trend, but I would say that trend, the best way to identify the trend is from the market structure. You can apply the common sense, okay, that what do you see that in this market, do you see by your own eye, how do you, like, which way the market is heading, which way the flow. All right, so once you know the flow, you know the direction in the market. Okay, trading with the trend is going with the flow, not only in trading but every aspect of our life. The people who are very happy, who knows how to go with the flow. Okay, so like the market, everything has a flow. If you look at this universe, also had a flow. Okay, and you'll see that the people who do a very high performance in anything, they go with the flow. So going with the flow will give you a very um, high probability for everything. So let's say if you want to ride a boat on the river, you imagine that you are rowing your boat against the current, and just you will be the river is flowing down and you just rowing your boat all day long but not going anywhere, spending all your energy. In the similar way, trading with the trend is always easy. So if you find important level, important liquidity zone, and then wait for the market to give you that entry opportunity so that you can take that opportunity to trade with the trend and then to go with the flow. All right, so when you are in a flow state, you know that there will be some kind of incredible creativity will come out of your mind when you live a life with the flow. So similarly, if you trade with the flow, that becomes much easier for you to find better trade holding for a longer period of time. Now in this market on the daily, what you see that this market creating series of lower high and lower low, so which is a downtrending market, as euro dollar now creating this, trying to create this upside momentum. I think that we could see over time euro dollar might break to the upside for liquidity grab, and then we can expect for the market to come back down. Now looking at from intraday perspective, now what I said so far is bigger picture, daily, monthly and weekly, but we haven't talked about yet on the lower time frame. So please do not mix with the lower time frame and higher time frame. Lower time frame trend could be different. Now euro dollar, you can see in this time frame, this is a local upside consolidation here, and from this zone we see that the market is trying to break towards the upside. So there is a probability to fill that gap here on the lower time frame with the upcoming news. Okay, so looking at the 1 hour chart, this is where we see a huge consolidation in that zone, and as news coming, any kind of break to the upside will give us selling opportunity on euro dollar. I'll remain bearish because it's a long-term downtrending market structure. Alright guys, hope that you are enjoying. Make sure that you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, and also the broker that I trade is a regulated broker. Also I put a link in the description area for the broker that I trade. If you want to join a regulated broker, also you can use that link given in the description area, and also I can share that link in the live chat. You can use that link to register and then to trade with regulated broker. So now let's see that how we can find the next opportunity on other instrument. I will be looking at Nasdaq now at the moment to see some of the indices how they are doing. So looking at Nasdaq, okay, so this one also, see all of them, we might see some local upside momentum. We could see that local upside on Nasdaq and some of the instrument. So on the weekly, also the price is heading to the weekly resistance line. So in this lower time frame, Nasdaq is, you can see, forming this double bottom in that level. The price trying to break the high because there is a sharp drop in that zone. It formed that liquidity zone here, and any break of this high, we could find selling opportunity on Nasdaq. Because looking at the weekly, if you look at the weekly, you can see the market is heading to the weekly resistance zone here. There is a weekly doji previous week. As the price is approaching the weekly opening and closing weekly high from that zone on the lower time frame, we could find selling opportunity on Nasdaq. And this market, let it break to the upside, and we could see that potential some rejection from that zone. And I think that Nasdaq from that level may come back down again, because there is a lot of long week candles, and this is a high rejection area, high supply zone, and we could see that from that zone, if the price reach that area, we can look for selling opportunity on Nasdaq. Okay, so let's see how it is doing, and we will be looking to enter as soon as we will find that opportunity. In the meantime, let me know, guys, how are you doing? I'm with 3 months on YouTube. Okay, thank you very much. Are you in trade? No, I'm not in trade yet. So yet not in trade. As soon as I will find that, I'll be looking at that. So let me see that gold chart again to see. You see that gold. So there is only 10 minutes remaining for the gold, for the news. Okay, guys, let me know your opinion about the news. So what do you think? Which way the market is heading? Do you think the DXY is getting weaker or stronger? What's your opinion on DXY? Okay, here so news will really change the game. You'll see that. Okay, we see that with that news coming up after multiple liquidity trigger. So there is also a gap opening. You can see big gap zone here, and very highly likely that this price will go and hit that gap. You see that there is an extreme choppiness in the market, but that's good. Sometime after this choppiness, you will find some amazing entry opportunity. Okay, so let me see the GJ, guys. Now there is as I mentioned, there is a big move on GBPJPY. So it has broken the daily high on the 4-hour. So what we see on GBPJPY as well, creating series of lower high, market is moving in that. There is a, so it has broken that high. Now from that zone we could see deeper pullback, but I think that GJ also might remain bullish. If you look at the daily, you can see that this market already tested the daily high, and very high probability that we could see another attempt on the buyers. And this is a smooth resistance on GJ from the 1-hour. I will be waiting for a violation of this level to the upside and then look for selling. If we see the price action confirmation, then only. Okay, so still here it is a bullish. It has formed a cup and handle pattern here. So you show that locally side breakdown, consolidated, and change its trend. So basically it gathered liquidity here for this potential break, and from that resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, we see the market is trying to break towards the upside. All right, so we see that GJ is also yeah, it has gone back up. Let me see gold. Only we have 5 minutes for the news. Vijaya, you are late to work. Thank you for that. Coach, can you please look at dollar CAD? Looks potentially buy. Speeds bottom the unemployment might be high. Do you see Nasdaq dropping some? Okay, so dollar CAD look potentially buy. Let me see. Dollar CAD is very important because of the NFP. So if we look at the daily on dollar CAD, no, at the moment I wouldn't be buy dollar CAD because this market is extremely overextended. Okay, dollar CAD, and with that overextension, if we look at a bit more bigger picture, we see that the market already in a resistance line, and okay, so there is a potentially even a reversal on dollar CAD is possible because this market is overextended, extremely overextended, and with the news we might see some downside, and then during the NFP is a game changer with all of them. So if you look at the daily, you can see this is the daily impulse on dollar CAD, and I think that today price may not be able to create a bigger impact to the upside. Instead we might see for coming down for a deeper pullback. Now if we look at the multi-time frame approach on dollar CAD to see how the market is doing, now from the monthly, if we look at on USD CAD, we can see that from the monthly perspective this is a monthly bullish candle on dollar CAD, and with this monthly impulse the price opened with a gap and created this momentum. We look at the weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly perspective there is a gap opening, a strong bullish candle, and this is an impulse correction. Impulse trend is the key. Now if you look at the overall trend historically, dollar CAD is a bull market. Okay, so longer term perspective, if we look at, it's a bull market. Now looking at the daily, this is the daily impulse on dollar CAD, back to back, quite a few days of upside. The price trying to come down for a deeper pullback. I think lower time frame, you might see that dollar CAD is coming down for a pullback, which we see that slowly the price is trying to create a downside momentum. And with that, there's a huge fair value gap. Now, if you are not sure about the fair value gap, let me know in the live chat. We'll be discussing that. So there is a big gap here. It's a complete imbalance, huge imbalance, and very high probability that dollar CAD will drop back to this level before NFP because it's an overextension. So as it is a very sharply bullish market, I'll look for a swing low to be broken or potential buying opportunity. Okay, this is the key of technical perspective when you are looking at the market, is to look for the liquidity zone. So where is the liquidity? Is always after a local breakdown. Liquidity is the fuel of the market. So when you see that a market gathering liquidity, highly likely that this market will move against the way it is gathering the liquidity. For example, when you see that say market is trending like that, has broken down, gather liquidity, it's chance that it will move in that direction, right? So hope that this makes sense. Into your coach for analysis, no worries, you are welcome. This is coming in 15 minutes. Yes, absolutely, we see that news is coming in 15 minutes. So let's see, it's not 15 minutes anymore, it's now. We see gold, how it is doing. Okay. So is the reaction in the news already past 15 battery. It's the data. You see the calendar. So you see that calendar here. Still 15 minutes, not 15. I was thinking that 11:15, 11:30. So it's still 15 minutes remaining. And okay, it's very interesting on gold, the price action, creating series of lower high, higher low, and it's merging into that one point. Like a fish pattern, isn't it? So we see that it's kind of fish pattern more often. Okay. So guys, so let me know. Let me see other pairs as well. Looking at dollar yen, we see that dollar yen is in a very narrow zone, or all of them basically, most of the instrument is consolidating in a very narrow range, and dollar yen also doing the same thing here. It's consolidating. I think the dollar yen, okay, we could see during the news a fake out and then coming down again, because you saw that with this long bearish candle on dollar yen, there was a massive drop, and with the drop the market has formed a channel here. Okay, this is a channel. In that channel the price was dropping and is still maintaining that channel. The when you see that kind of bearish channel, you will see that if the market break the low going back inside the channel, you will see this market will go back up to gather liquidity to break down again to the channel. So if we look at this channel on dollar yen, okay, we see that market has initially broken that, right? So you see that break of this channel, and so we could see, because the price has broken the low initially, we might see a break of the high and then trending towards the downside. So any of this level is, if it is, we see that it's violated to the upside and then given us the local time frame, lower time frame price action confirmation, then we can look for selling opportunity. At the moment there is a chance for an upside bias. Okay? There is a probability for upside bias, and then there's a chance for a downside momentum on this one. All right guys, hope that you're enjoying. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, and also press that bell notification if you so that you are notified anything that I'm releasing this weekend. Guys, I will be prepared for you guys a clear instruction on how to prepare a trading plan, and also I will leave a template for you in the description area of the video that I will be releasing. So make sure that you leave a like, subscribe, and when I release you notified. You can press that bell button so that you are not missing out anything. So trading plan is a very, very essential part of trading. Do you have a trading plan? Okay, we see that gold, you can see from that level it's now coming down, so still showing bearish. Okay, so 10 minutes to go guys for the news. I hope that the chat is connected. Can you let me know in the chat that I want to make sure the chat is connected? Okay, so coach everyone, let's continue to catch more peep. Jackson, yes, this is what the main goal here, but what I see that gold, see this gathering liquidity. So in 10 minutes time we will look for a confirmation and then we can look for entry. I think that you see the market is in a sideway as NFP tomorrow coming up. If we see a very strong manipulation to the upside, then only we can look for selling. It could be that gold is still remaining bearish here, and with the news even it could go up for this breakout, and then during the NFP is coming down. So there is a lot of probability, because you see that in that zone the market is creating series of higher low. So when you see that a market creates series of higher low, right, so which is a sign of uptrend, but at the same time we see that it's maintaining series of lower high. So in that bigger picture it's down, you can see, and also it is creating series of higher low. So always the higher time frame or the bigger trend is dominant, And that's how you know that every profitable trader trades, looking at the bigger picture, looking at the trend, and then look for the proper entry opportunity. Okay, so let's see, with the news coming up, we will be able to see the potential direction in the market. Let me draw the levels that we can look for potential entry on gold and all the instrument. Okay, we see that the price action is trying to be bearish. So what's your opinion, which way gold might be heading? So guys, let me know in the live chat. So what's your prediction? I want to see that everyone making a prediction to see exactly um, who is getting, like, which group is going to be winner in that upcoming news release. So let's figure out. Okay, can you write down your buyers or seller on gold on the live chat, and then we'll see which group is getting winner and what could be your reason for this movement trend. Okay, so you think that down SS channel, no problem, you can visit the website live chat. uh, Isa will be able to help you on your question. Please visit the website and then Isa will be able to help you. So move the on downtrend, uptrend. Okay, I'm gonna stay with trend. Okay, buyers. Okay, I see that a lot of buyer, but the market looks like that bearish. Let me create a poll, um, and then see who is winner. So I'm posting a poll, guys. Let's see. On buy. Okay. So right. So let's see which way. Yeah. Hello, coach. Thank you. Learning towards the trend. So downside. Buy bearish. Okay. DXY testing down. Okay. Overall downtrend. Spike overall first. Okay. Awesome. Please, coach, I need your Telegram channel. Can, yeah, you can get the Telegram channel. So once you sign up, you can find everything on your email. You can see the link below this video in the description. You can join. I do share all my trades on the VIP Telegram channel. So if you are joining, you can look at that, and also you can learn the strategy that I'm trading. You can be part of the trading community. Um, Once you are our lifetime member, you can access all of them. So let me see here on. Okay, so this 30 minutes candle is a bearish. So if there was a news, I could sell this candle, but at the moment, so there is a risk we could see spike. Thirty minutes news, and so okay, so who's gonna win? Let me see. Very interesting. So 58% buy, 42% sell. Okay, so do you see, guys can see the result of the poll? So I see 40. Okay, there are 52 more votes, guys. Press it and see, let us know. So the more you'll see that results, we'll find out the direction. Okay, and we'll see the retail trader sentiment from this pool. So everyone, guys, press that pool I have posted on the live chat. Let's find out who is winner. You see the interesting fact that it's 56-44. So this is what happened when you look at the real market. Okay, real market sentiment, you see it's almost nearing the 50%. 46, 54, couple of more. Press that, guys, press that button on the pool. Okay, I see that there is a potential upside with the news. Let me see. Okay. Spike, which way spike is coming? Yeah, you see that 53.47. Okay, almost nearly half. I'll discuss that later. Okay, we see that there is a breakdown probably, or breakout. Find out from the daily. I'll look at daily first of all to see. So let me see the spread also, because we need to see the spread before we enter. Spread is a bit higher, but we might be getting very soon. And I see that potentially so first of all, let's look at the data what been released. Calendar. Yeah. So what do you see on the screen? Unemployment, employment change. Unemployment claims. So tomorrow is employment change. So unemployment claims 207K. The forecast was 211K. So 4K difference. Better for DXY. That could lead gold a little bit up to the downside. Now, as I mentioned, the data may not always reflect on the technical side, but let's see what we see from the technical. So from fundamental, again, we are looking at the data. Unemployment claim is less, which is good for DXY. So good for DXY means bad for gold, and actual less than forecast good for currency. Now actual less than forecast already has happened. So technically it's good for currency, but practically, let's see how the traders are reacting to that news will determine how the market is doing. So let's see how DXY is reacting. You can see that DXY is reacting to the upside, so good for currency which is showing to the upside. That would showing downside on gold. Now before it drops, if it drops, then so the price action here on gold is double top. There is a, so the price action here is bearish. Let me see that GJ. So GBPJPY also showing bearish. Okay, going to the gold. Press ready for some peep. Let me see. So here it's forming that doji here on the 5 minutes. Now there are two-way situation. Okay, you can see that whenever the price is breaking this support is going to the upside. Now we see that the market is trying to break that support level. So there are two-way situation. What's your guess on this market, guys? Let me know. The way I see this candle has closed. See when sometimes it's very crucial decision to take, either because you need to see that clear liquidity trigger, clear rejection before you enter. So let's see how it is doing. Okay, we see that, you see exactly 53.47, okay, on the pool. Now this is what the real example of retail trading sentiment. You'll see that they always remain almost in the same zone. So 50-50 chance. So we saw buyer a bit higher than the seller, and if you look at that, the buyers is more than seller, you'll see that the market might drop. This is what happened. The market always goes against the retail trader sentiment, right? So me see here. That's a massive drop. Okay, we see GJ also. It's a big drop. So we had in our poll there are more buyers than the seller, so the market is dropping. So as I mentioned, that the market always moves against the retail traders sentiment. So now from that level we see that ultimately gold has broken. Okay, so we see that strong breakdown, and now we need to look for selling. Look at the monthly, just approaching that monthly resistance zone, monthly support level. So there is a big long bearish candle from okay, so there is a big bearish drop on gold. Now we'll see that pullback. So a big head and shoulder. Right, so a big head and shoulder breakdown, and yeah, so right, so you see that the market is absolutely bearish at the moment, and be patient. Okay guys, so I hope that you understood that the key to be a trader is to be patient. News out, yeah, I see, we see that. Thank you. Gold, yeah, low number, yes. USD, yeah, it's come out. Thank you. Honestly trading to 1 to avoid blowing up that trade. Very good, yeah. Look, it depends on everyone's. 2 to 1 is good. Okay, 2 to 1 is a very good risk to reward. We missed that. Okay, there is a support. Okay. William, could it come back to resistance before going down? I think that gold, the way it has broken, we might see further with that drop. We might see it's coming to the 1800 level. So the monthly support 1810. So it's almost nearing the 1810 level. And now for me, I will be selling, because you see that the price has broken that support, and after break of this support we can expect for the price to go up and test this level and then to come down. Okay, so I'll look for selling once I'll see that retest or a pullback to the upside to this level. Okay, so it's a downtrend and we see that forming this double top, the market seen a manipulation. So from the double top breakdown, now we want to see a retest and then look for selling. So or any kind of consolidation in that area. You know, when there is an entry candle, you'll see it from the market will tell you that this is an entry candle. Let's look for sell. Found around 1809. Yeah, absolutely, Nasdaq. Thank you. So yeah, we see that market is really interestingly creating that pattern. So this is the 1 hour candle. I'm expecting it to go up and close somewhere here so that we can sell again. So let me draw those levels that I'm expecting for the 1 hour candle to be closed. We see that candle is closing in that zone. We can look for selling. Let me see how this local time frame reacting. So we can see the market has tested this level. We can put our stop loss here. We can sell to this level. I hope that you are enjoying. If you are not enjoying, let me know why you are not enjoying. Trading is a little bit of boring, I know that, but it brings reward, isn't it? When you are a profitable trader, it brings reward. So make sure that you can't hear you. So you should be able to hear me. Let me know if anyone not being able to hear me, because I see my voice is okay and the audio settings everything showing okay. Can you confirm please that you can hear me? And everyone can hear me, I think. Okay, so this is where you might see some consolidation in that area. We are testing weekly 200 EMA at the moment. Let's say, okay, this is channel. I think, yeah, okay. Thank you for confirming. Can hear you, coach. Thank you. Yes, we can hear you. Questions and thank you. Oh, awesome, very good. So let's now let it move to the upside. As I mentioned, 1 hour we might see that candle closing here, and please see if it is revisiting that level. So yeah, we see that upside. Now we might see a retest and then rejection we can expect. So there is a candle close coming on all of them. So also let me see the Gbpjpy, so that there is a breakdown on GJ as well. So from 4 hour, okay, so Gbpjpy, the way it has formed this price action, which is bearish. Okay, so from the 4 hour it's forming a bearish engulfer crossing two important liquidity zone. along with this liquidity area. So how many pips here on GJ? 38 pip stop loss. There is a high probability on GJ to break the low. Look at the 4-hour bearish daily, cover this support level. Rejection here. So we see that back to back two important bearish candle here. Double top with a multiple liquidity grab on GJ. This market might gather another liquidity. The only thing is that it's not, there is a rejection here. Okay, so here I will be going short on GJ. It is a swing trade, so there will be wider stop loss. So make sure, guys, you are very aware of this. And I will be targeting here. It might go up for deeper pullback, but it's a swing trade, so there is a probability for deeper pullback. So let me bring it here. I want to take at least to this level here, okay, so which will be around 1.8 to risk to reward. Stop loss here 27, and yeah, so let's see here on the 30 minutes, the 15 minutes. Yeah, so GJ, it's my stop loss at so I'm on sell on GJ, and also I'll be sending that to So Gbpujpy, it gathered liquidity many times. So this is a swing trade, and what I think that GJ might have downside, very high probability, because it gathered liquidity many times from that resistance. And if you look at the daily, there is a chance for drop to this support level. From 4 hour we see it is forming bearish doji, so it might go up for another liquidity grab, but our stop loss is above this high. So if it goes, still we are safe. We did the proper risk management, and I'll keep that trade on. I'll not watch that at the moment, so because it's a swing trade, so it will play out by itself over time. All right, so let it keep running the GJ. It's a very small trade. Let it go, and in the meantime, let me see that gold, how it is doing. You can find an entry opportunity on gold, forming quite a few dojis here, consolidation. Okay, so thank you, coach. I can barely hear you, Jackson. Maybe my voice was a small lower, that's why. So just if you know, this is the trade that I have opened on GJ, and also I have shared the same trade to the VIP group who are trading, VIP members who are in our mentorship program. Also have sent for them so that they can see all the trade that I do open all the time, whether I am on live or I'm not on live. I do share on the group who are trading with us, so that they can see and learn and grow and progress as a trader. So this is the main intention, is to help each other as a trader. So let me see that gold, GJ, what it has done here. So the price action from the higher time frame, which is bearish. Now if it isn't, might see a little consolidation, but at the end it has a multiple liquidity trigger. So I'm expecting for the price to drop down. If it breaks, you should be able to see that drop in that direction. Okay, so let me see that gold. Now gold has dropped in a very important zone, and for gold, any kind of pullback will take sell opportunity. For me, I will be selling because it's a bearish market. GJ going up for some kind of recovery here. Sometimes this market is crazily. So see that 4 hour from a doji. Now this candle, if it isn't closing the way I expected, is to close as a red candle. Alright, now if it isn't closing red candle, might break even the trade. Let me see. It's the last moment if we see that, because it was closing as a bearish candle. Don't want to see that it's closing as a green doji, which is literally it is doing. Now last 20 seconds how the market is evolving here. So on GJ, we saw the doji. Okay, the price action is still bearish. Okay, let me see here how it closed the candle. Let's see if I'm so the way it has closed that candle, that did not expect that way to close from 4 hour. If we look at closed as a doji, on GJ, what do you think that which way it's gonna break? I think that I expected it to remain bearish, but in the last moment we saw that has had an upside bias. So therefore this is not what expected. Therefore, let me see, once it's coming down for a deeper pullback, we need to reevaluate price action. From 1 hour should see some weak fill in that zone to test this level, and that could bring the price below our entry. We see that weak fill. Okay, so from gold, let me see. Gold, I want to see that the price testing this 18-19 level. Okay, so or be below this level, we see this clean head and shoulder here breakdown. Want to see a retest of that level before selling. And Gbpjpy, okay, so it's trying to form that red candle on the 5 minutes. So if we see that a breakdown on gold, we should see that reflected on Gbpjpy. From 4 hour, okay, so the doji on 4 hour, which has liquidities, we can see some downside coming on GJ. Here if we look at our TFS strategy, we can see that TFS strategy is applied here. We can see the market is getting rejected from that zone. Okay, so this support is crucial that we saw. There was a three times the price has gathered liquidity from this resistance, once, twice, and 3 times. So it has momentum, okay, but at the same time only in that daily price didn't test the daily high. So the bias still can be to the downside to this daily level. Here's the issue. It's trying to revert back. Okay, this is what. Okay, if we look at gold, we'll need to see that it's tested this level here. Okay, gone gold. Gbpjpy is not doing as expected, so might it was waiting for a downside for Okay, so GJ is bias potentially showing again towards the upside, okay, from this level locally. All right, so if you look at the 4 hour, there is a doji, but it's trying to gather some more momentum from this level. This is not what I expected. Okay, so here let's so you see that we fill. Now we are 0.5% minus. What I will do is we'll try to let it bring down, and then we'll be cutting out some of the positions here, because this market might break to the upside. Okay, so the symptom is to the upside. So I'm going to exit on halfway of this trade, just to reduce, and then we'll be entering any other positions if we find it. All right, so let me see first of all if we can reduce that. So head and shoulder trader might test this level. I'm still on the trade, just want to make it to the downside, and then we can see what we can do. But ultimately we might see that this market might break to the upside. Gold, okay, so you see that gold forming okay. So here still have that imbalance on gold. So I'm just checking that risk reward, guys, to see. Let me see here on gold, if we take this trade with this risk to this level, okay. even still didn't take that, hasn't taken it, but I think that we might see if we take still not yet. So we see that some downside on GJ, which is I'm still on that trade. Let me see both of them, gold and GJ. How are you doing, guys? GJ is still trying to break. If this is a fake, then the other one we see a very aggressive drop. Just we can see that. Now Gbpusd, what it did is basically tested the level, again got rejected. So let's just hold that position again. Because it got rejected means that there is a chance for other drop. Okay, so let me see that gold. We can find another one. Why should we limit with one trade? So too narrow candle. Definitely GG. Okay, now if it brings that high, then it's not gonna drop anymore. If it breaks 180.753, it's not gonna drop anymore. So I'll reduce my risk to that level. So I'll bring my stop loss just on 180.76. So if the price is going up, then I'll be exiting with this. Otherwise, I'll keep running. Right? So I'll bring my stop loss. This is the 15 minutes candle, which also probability for the price to respect or may not. So if it is respecting that level, then I'm on the trade. Otherwise, I'll not be. It's just doing some up and down manipulation, which is very common in trading. On gold, it really has formed interesting price action. I'm tempted to take a sell on here because it triggers multiple times liquidity, because we are on a Gbpusd. So I'll bring my stop loss at 180.76. Might go up, but in that way my risk reward will be higher because I'm reducing my risk, and then my reward will be bigger. It drops to that level that I'm expecting. Might do some multiple times of just gonna revisit that level again. Okay, let me see gold. Okay, now yeah, so it is now going up for retest here on gold. Now you see that, so you need to see that break. Okay, now here, so it's trying to gather more liquidity from the top on gold. Any break of this high will give us opportunity. So on GJ, what it is doing, same thing, trying to gather liquidity. Let's go back to gold again. Okay, so GJ has broken again. So my stop loss I will bring now on that zone. Still didn't move. Let me see what it is trying to do here. Okay, gold, if it breaks this high along with this 20 EMA and getting rejected, then we'll be looking for selling. So now GBP is not up to the mark. Okay, so we see that it's not doing as expected, but I want to see that it's gonna come down to our entry. Gold will have a liquidity gap, very highly likely it will have that trigger here, and then we should be able to see some selling opportunity. Let me bring that. is forming a very interesting structure here on GJ. Keep that on. Let me see the gold. So the way it has formed this structure on gold, which is typically bearish, okay, but we need to, I'm just waiting to see that this is the resistance here. Okay, any break high, yeah, this is what we could see. So from this channel, from this local channel, any break to the side, alright guys, so that you are enjoying the live session, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, and press that bell notification so that you are not missing out anything that I'm posting every day. So this weekend also I'll be posting some content. Now here the DJ has got rejected, which is good. Downside and gold. Okay. Um, so Gbpusd, this structure is as a rule of thumb. If we look at the 4-hour on Gbpusd 4-hour price action, this kind of structure should be breaking this way, okay, because it gather liquidity from the top and it should be breaking this way. But the only issue here, back to back couple of dodges, giving smart market too difficult to drop, so might need more liquidity. Before that, should see some, if it is struggling to go up, then sellers will take control in that. Now if we look at, okay, gold has gone up for deeper rise. Let me see the 5 minutes. I think there is a bounce. Yeah, so there is a bounce, and that bounce might give us entry. JJ has a, yeah, we need to see that breakdown. Very narrow price section in that zone, ranging in a very narrow zone. Okay, so the way I see GBP guys is not in our favor. Okay, so it's not in our favor, but I'm still holding. I think that we need to look for so I was waiting for downside. Let's say there's a imbalance in that zone here, so to the price to revisit that area so that we can um, take some either exit on entry or take some profit. Let's see if we get that rejection from the top, which will give us this kind of rejection will work. We want to see that very sharp drop. Okay, so the gold has done that. It's gone back up and created that long wick candle that we expected. Okay, so GBPJPY is doing that. Again, it has gone back. It's a very interesting price action. Okay, so we form a doji. Gold. Okay, GBPJPY will be exiting that trade because it's not in our favor. We might see that break to the upside. I will be still on the trade, but we planning to exit. Let me see. This doji is not, after this doji we didn't see that break. We might see some kind of reversal in all of them. We see the gold also behaving almost aggressively. Okay, so I'm exiting GBPJPY with very little drawdown. We see that manipulation in the market. I think that there could be some kind of let me see here on gold what it is trying to do. We find an entry, we'll be looking to see, even it could change a trend. Normally trend change happen also sometime like that. Looks gold suddenly became very volatile. their news come out, guys, whereas gold is showing that much of volatility. It's gold so much volatile. Okay, so we see that huge volatility on gold, and let me see that where um, what's happening in the market. We might see it is possible for a change of trend. Sometimes change of trend happen that way, breaking one side and then just changing its trend to create a new direction, or it just liquidity trigger. Have exit the GJ trade, and that might be here on gold. What's happening, we need to see. Okay, the market almost has come to the resistance 4 hour before the 4 hour close, so you could see a very sharp rejection from here again to the downside, or it could be a change of trend call, but it's still too early for me to say that. um, so the previous liquidity zone on gold is here. I think that that's now price will have a rejection from that level. Okay, so Okay, now from that level I will be selling short on gold, stop loss above this high. Okay, and TP target will be 221 risk to reward. This is a bit risky trade, but I think the price in a very important liquidity zone, and from that zone I will be selling gold. Stop loss at TP. Okay. So gold I have opened, and then the market started to drop in that direction. There is a, now if the price, as the price reach that liquidity zone, I'm expecting to have a drop. Let's find out where the market is heading. So from the 4-hour we see that this market is trending. Okay, so because the price reached that liquidity zone, we can expect a retest of this level. We want to see that this local zone is broken. If it reverses from here, that reverse. Can't do anything about it. It will be it is reversing, then we might see that it's leaving that gap. If it isn't, then we should be able to see that the drop. So you see that GJ also gold. Need to cut half if we see. Very volatile at the moment. So to see that retest market is how it will move without that retest. So let me find out the, so 5 minutes is still, okay guys, so this is sometime very crucial to see. Okay, gather another liquidity and it's gonna break. Okay, still I'm on a trade, got rejected. Let's see that rejection. All right, so okay, I'm still on the trade. Okay, this is a survival. Let's look at that. Now got rejected, and let me see when I am in profit. So I entered the profit zone. There could be a bit rough market at the moment. Let me see. um, okay, so I'm almost nearly 1% in profit. Let it drop a little further, and then I will be closing with full profit, and I'll give a shout out. This market might do strong manipulation. See that? Okay, so there is a strong rejection. I'm closing with the running profit. The market um, might be changing its trend. I have closed gold with running profit. Okay, so because there is a huge probability for deeper manipulation, so um, there is a probability for even a change of trend. GT also has come ultimately to the support level, but let me see what here on gold is doing. So if we need to enter, we will be entering again. JPY after bigger manipulation, let's come back down. From 15 minutes that has been on gold is a sharp drop. Okay, so here we see that trying to change the direction. Daily. So what we see from the, you can see this is the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour candle is closing, so we have closed the trade, and in 8 minutes time, which is a long week bearish candle. Now depending on how this candle is closing will determine how the price will do. I think this market is still remaining long-term bearish, but we might see that it's going for a consolidation in that zone. So if we look at the 30 minutes price action, you can see it's gone up, tested this 20 EMA and got rejected. From 10 minutes also you see a bearish engulfer is being formed. Now Gbpjpy is just doing what I can say, that an unexplainable price action sometime form, and gold is okay. So guys, are you with me? How are you doing? So thank you for joining. Let's see, let's keep for another one. Let's look for another opportunity. So we made same profit as we on Gbpjpy we had. So GJ here, what it is doing here now, the 5 minutes, it's now going bearish. Okay, let's see. It's the most indicator price action. So gold 30 minutes, a long week candle, and Gbpjpy 30 minutes. So very like consolidating market structure, what I can say that. Gold and GJ, both of them, because of the upcoming NFP, right? So We see another 5 minutes candle close on gold. So it is before 4 hour candle close, we see that this leg from here is getting rejected. So we might see that some short-term side on gold, but I'm still, because it's a long-term bearish market, I will still be not be interested to buy at the moment until we see that complete change of trend. Gold sometime doing very interesting. Okay, so looking at in that zone, and very interesting, GJ again after forming this bearish candle is going up for pullback. So let me see that what kind of price action gold is forming. Okay, thank you. Let me see. Going up here, gold is trying to pull back. Okay, but I don't think that easily it's gonna break to the upside. We might see some more long wick candles if it wants to change its trend. If it wants to change its trend, we should see further liquidity graph from here. So if it changes its trend, we should see that bigger liquidity trigger before moving up. Now 4 hour candle, you can see it's forming a doji. This doji is still bearish. It's closing in 1 minute 50 seconds. So slowly we might see some change in momentum on gold. The last moment how it is reacting. Okay, so we had with that on Gbpusd is just going up and down completely in a sideway without any clear directional bias. We see that Gbpusd still not showing any clear direction, so it's in a consolidation in that area. But I think that ultimately we could see this market will break to the downside. So looking at gold, we see candle close, and with that candle close, how the my price is doing. See, this is the doji on the 4 hour time frame. So this doji also a bearish. In worst case scenario, you could see that the market is going to above this doji, triggering some liquidity and coming down, or just keep dropping towards its long-term direction. But as I mentioned, there is a probability for change in trend, so still not that here, not prepared for it. But if it wants to change its trend, as I mentioned, it needs to drop, gather liquidity, and then we could see that upside momentum. For the time being, not yet. So majority of the pair, we see the dollar yen is showing some bearish. Okay, we saw that here, we discussed the dollar yen might break, did that. We look at the Gbpusd, that's a big drop suddenly big drop. Okay. On gold also is trying to now come down. So I'll still keep watching the price action for better trading opportunity, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this live session. Still a couple of hours remaining for trading. Any trade coming along the way, definitely I will be opening the position, and also I will be sharing with you guys. So thank you for joining, and at the same time, if you want to be in our academy, there is a NFP sale on. You can join us to be part of our trading community. Link below this video in the description. On the website, if you go visit the website, just click join now button, and you will be able to join to be part of this trading community. Thank you, and I'll see you soon, very soon, with the next live tomorrow. Trading NFP, guys, are you ready for that NFP? Let's look at that NFP, and until that, stay well, stay happy. Sophia, you're welcome to this live session, and thank you. I'll see you soon.